I love that music. It makes me happy. Now, you guys, before the break, we met one of the many animals waiting at the Humane Society of Southern Arizona, hoping to find a new home.
And that's just one reason we're asking for your donation today during Pledge for Pets. All the work is HSSAZ does can only help with what you give at home.
Yeah.
And one of the things it helps with is spaying and neutering, which we know why it's important to prevent overpopulation. But why else is it really important?
There's so many health benefits that go along with spay-neuter, and I have to share with you probably one of the saddest phone calls that our clinic received was about 2 months ago. And it was a gentleman calling about his 10-year-old dog who had testicular cancer, and he wanted to get him neutered. But sadly, it was too late at that point. So I can't stress enough how important it is to spay and neuter puppies and kittens, especially between the ages of 3 months and 6 months. That's when it's most critical. Dogs that are neutered before the age of 6 months have no chance of testicular cancer in their lifetime, which is an astounding figure. So we can only stress always, over and over again, please spay and neuter your pets. It prevents so many preventable diseases and cancers, particularly in females. There's so many things that can happen, mammary cancers, pyometras, uterine cancers. So we highly, highly recommend that you spay and neuter between 3 and 6 months of age.
But we want to let everybody know you can do that at any time.
You can,
Yes.
yes. Yes, it does become more risky the older the pet gets. So from the ages of 5 and over, we highly recommend blood work first.
Okay.
So that we know they can safely undergo anesthesia and the surgical procedure. But younger is better. They recover so much faster, so much easier, and sometimes they don't even realize what's happened. And they go right back to playing and having fun and loving their family. So.
And you're very close to the organization, Pat. This is Pat Breyer. You are the clinic director.
I am.
Some people might think, is it safe? Should I be doing this? You know, I don't want to take that away from them. Is it safe for them to spay and neuter?
It is. In fact, our anesthetic protocols actually mimic human anesthetic protocols. So we follow the guidelines from Humane Alliance, and anyone can go on to the Humane Alliance website and see what their protocols are, and they're the highest standards ever for spaying and neutering pets. And our surgeons do spay and neuter day in and day out. It's what they know, it's what they do, and we do over 7,500 surgeries in a year.
Wow.
So that's
amazing.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to point out, of all of those surgeries that we do in a year, more than half of them are spaying and neutering our own shelter pets. So 68 to 70% of the animals that come to our organization are not spayed or neutered.
Wow.
That is a tremendous number.
Wow, it seems like it's by them coming in there, you're doing such a great service.
We are. It really points out the number of animals that aren't spayed and neutered, which of course contributes to the homeless pet population, which we're trying so hard to prevent. Right. But because of that, there is no funding in place for spaying and neutering our shelter pets. So we rely on our donors. We don't get any government funding. Your tax dollars don't come to us. So it's all donation that enables us to do what we do, enables us to spay and neuter, enables us to vaccinate. And we do specialty surgeries as well for our shelter pets. You heard Caballo went out for orthopedic surgery. We don't do that in our clinic. That is a specialty. But we do things like amputating limbs that can't be repaired. We do enucleations, which are eye removals for eyes that are no longer functioning. So there's so much that our clinic does, and we rely on donors to continue our work.
Absolutely, and we're talking about all of these serious issues and health problems, but you know what, you guys also have a lot of fun over there.
We do.
In the clinic. I've been there. They do. They have a lot of fun. I was just mentioning your office is like my dream office with like animals everywhere. But you know, with all these fun things that you guys have fun promotions that we get to benefit from also.
We do. We have one coming up in September. It's National Happy Cat Month. So during September, all male cats between 3 months and 3 years old will pay only $10 to get their neuters. Female cats between 3 months and 3 years will pay only $20. So it's great. And we've done some other really fun promotions as well. We've done the Great Cat Spay. In December, we have a dog spay promotion coming up called Spaycation.
Oh, nice.
I love these play animals.
But we have a really special promotion coming up in September on the 23rd. It is the birthday of our Air Force. So on that one day, we are offering up to 20 pets of active duty Air Force members free vaccinations, free wellness checks, and free heartworm tests. So we're really excited by that. I know.
Well, I think a lot of people don't really realize what you guys do with these donations. That's why it's so important
Yes.
for people to start donating now. Again, skip that latte this month, or anything else that's maybe not a necessity. Try to make a donation because you guys do so much.
We do, and as I say, we rely on our donors. Our program has become so comprehensive in terms of wellness and sheltering and education. We've even become, a mentor to local small municipal shelters, and that's really critical in prevention efforts across southern Arizona. I mean, that's who we are and that's what we stand for. So prevention comes in many shapes and forms. Spay and neuter is one of them. Vaccinations is another. We know for sure that pets that are spayed and neutered and vaccinated and get a yearly checkup stay in their home for their lives, which is why our intake of unsterilized animals is so high.
Yeah.
So there's just so many complications that come from not spaying and neutering and not wellness.
Well, Pat, thank you so much for coming
my
and
pleasure.
representing everything that the clinic does and educating. That's, again, one of those pillars of the Humane Society.
Yes.
We want to get that out there, but thank you so much for coming in today
my pleasure.
and letting us know about all these fun promotions you guys have coming up. But you guys, this is just another great example of where your Pledge for Pet dollars go. Don't forget that when you make a larger gift to the Humane Society, you can pay for it in installments over the next year. So make a donation by calling 881-7401. That's 881-7401, or go online to hssaz.org.